So today, Sophie Cunningham was interviewed, and I do have to say, I do think Sophie Cunningham is obviously a player that is relevant in the WNBA, is obviously a player that is that has been in meetings before. I think she was a rep for the Phoenix Mercury up until this season, and obviously she is a player that is relevant in terms of just fanfare. Like, a lot of fans know who Sophie Cunningham is. So today, Sophie Cunningham was asked about the jerseys. And in fairness, don't hate this response. Do not hate this response. She was asked about jersey sales.
That Cathy talked about the 44 games, the amount of time your season has. Do you feel like that is too many? Do you feel like it needs to be extended in terms of the full length of time of the season? How does that feel?
Yeah, you can just tell Cathy to pay us, and then we can have a discussion. So, yeah.
I think she was asked something. I think she might have been asked something about jersey sales as well. But they were also asked about 44 games. And she was like, tell her to pay us.
How does that feel?
Yeah, you can just tell Cathy to pay us, and then we can have a discussion. So, yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things where I don't think she's wrong. I don't think she's wrong here. I don't think she's wrong with having to, with complaining about the pay structure. And there's one really weird thing about this. Like, it's clear that Sophie Cunningham is hungover. Like, it is very, very clear that Sophie Cunningham is hungover here. Like, she does not want to be there. She just wants to get home. Like, it's been a long weekend. She wants to get back, rest before they go off to New York and lose by 40. Like, it's a given. It's a given. The Fever are not going to be even close whatsoever tomorrow. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. If you guys haven't seen the Hatelens, somebody drug test her now. She looks like that's just the reality. Is they're like, oh, somebody drug test her now. It's like, oh man, she's hungover. She's hungover. Like, it's like these people have never. Of course, I'm blocked by these people. Of course, I'm blocked by half of the people saying the drug tester. Somebody drug test her. Like, these people are nut jobs. They're actually crazy. It's like you've never been hungover before in your life. Or even tired. Even tired. It's the same feeling being tired and sick as being hungover. Like, I'm sorry, I think they just had a long-held weekend. But look, I don't mind if the players answer this for every single question. If they just answer, pay us more. Because at the end of the day, look, there are teams definitely that are losing money, but like, to act like the Indiana Fever are not drastically profiting. They sold out of her jerseys. So they easily made, let's just say they easily made her salary on her jerseys. They would have only had to have sold 10,000 of her jerseys over the course of the year. That's all they would have had to have sold to make the money back there or thereabouts, considering how much the Fever make per jersey sale. Probably about 10,000 jerseys to make her salary back, and I would say they 100% have. They 100% have made, like, all of that back and significantly more. All of it back and way more. But yeah, it is. Look, it is what it is. It is what it is, and players are obviously pissed, and in my opinion, players are probably rightfully pissed at the amount of money they're making. At the end of the day, you might be saying, oh, but like, these players, like, the league's losing money, but like, a lot of leagues lose money. A lot of teams lose money. Like, the Phoenix Suns have lost more money in the last year than the WNBA has in its history. Like, the Phoenix Suns wrote off more money in Bradley Beal's buyout than the WNBA have lost in the last decade. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, yeah, it's a... I don't mind this. I don't mind this. First of all, the Elle Hatelins just... Oh. Imagine if Angel had said this to think pieces. There's a big difference between saying, tell Cathy to pay us more, and if you don't pay us, we're sitting out. In the off season, Angel Reese just randomly said that. Like, now the league has threatened every sort of lockout. The players can say whatever they want. Every single player said this. They don't get any money from jersey sales. They don't get money from jersey sales. You mean the owners? They're going to ruin this. Ruin what? Still fighting the hangover. Like, they're going to ruin what? The players are going to ruin what? Because at the end of the day, look, there are a lot of the times, people don't understand this, where it's like, companies lose money. A lot of the time, companies lose money. And then a lot of the time, for them to gain money long term, you have to go and employ the best employees. If you want to gain money long term, you have to spend money to employ the best employees. And you have to get the best player. For the game money as a basketball league, you got to get the best players in the world. The problem, I think, with this is that it's an American sports league. The problem is that it's an American sports league. If this was any other sports league, this is in any other country, there would be, if a team wants to be cheap, they're cheap. They'd get relegated. If a team doesn't want to be cheap, they're good. But it's look, it is what it is. It is what it is. And yeah, it's something that I think in general, the players are going to have to deal with, this CBA talk. And I don't think Sophie Cunningham is dealing with it badly. Don't think Sophie Cunningham is dealing with that badly, except very, very clearly being hungover. But yeah, it's just seeing the Hatelins, the stuff, whatever bad stuff the Hatelins are writing about Caitlin Clark, the stuff they're writing about her, oh my god, it's it absolutely does not even come close. Like, again, let's not forget, there was a lawsuit that made an accusation where where it seemed to be a frivolous lawsuit of a person said that they heard a rumor that the Sun CEO was sleeping with Sophie Cunningham. So it was in a lawsuit that somebody heard a rumor, and then those Hatelins spread her as fact, when her name was nothing to do with the lawsuit. They spread it as fact and changed it so that, the CEO was being sued for sleeping with Sophie Cunningham. It was somebody else suing somebody else in it. And then there was a random rumor that was just in the lawsuit for no reason. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.